Hey, it's Todd. Real quick, before we start this episode of the Toddcast, and it will be a good one, want to remind you to head over to YouTube, man. That's where everything is going on. Check out the Tattooed Traveler YouTube channel. Join me on my journeys around the world. All the videos from my recent trip to Thailand are up there now. Chiang Mai, Bangkok, Phuket. It was a great time, and I'd love to share it with you. YouTube.com/@TheTattooedTraveler. YouTube.com/@TheTattooedTraveler. Enjoy it.
Welcome to the host with the most, Toddcast. And now, direct from the Razzle Dazzle Studios, here's the tan, tattooed connoisseur of conversation, Todd Newton.
I hear this a lot. Tell me if you hear people say, oh man, I am not a morning person. I don't know how you do it. Do you get that a lot?
Oh, lots of times. Oh, yeah.
A lot of people find, I love mornings because there are fewer people out and about. I like the weather. I like the sense of kind of a newness to it. You know, we both live in hot places, so I like to get out and if I'm going to do a walk or walk to a coffee joint, I like to do it early because it's 20 degrees cooler than it's going to be, you know.
I just like the idea that you feel like you own the city because
True.
It's quiet. Traffic's going the way it's supposed to. The freeways are running the way they're supposed to because there's not a bunch of people doing crazy stuff. And I also like the fact that it's so quiet in the morning. Did you know that traffic lights make noise when they...
Yes. Yes, that's a great point.
But it has to be quiet enough for you to hear it.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You know what? I've never verbalized or vocalized that, but I have heard that. You're right. You're not going to hear that at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That was something that impressed me. I used to walk to work in the morning, and I could hear the traffic lights change, and I love that.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat. And you know, another thing is around early afternoon hours, you don't feel so guilty or so lazy about just kind of kicking back and putting your feet up and maybe watching a little Judge Judy because you've been super productive, you know, for like 4 or 5 hours.
Right before dawn.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
when you came to work, I'm already finished. I'm downside my day. I done a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Like this morning, my car was just making a weird little rattling. Nothing major, you know. I don't think it's anything serious. But I wanted it looked at because I'm going to let my son use my car for a bit here. So I took it to the shop, dropped it off early, walked back, and I was still here before you and I went on the air. And so I got a good 35-minute walk in. I got the car dropped off. I like that. But if
nobody's going to bother you.
Nobody.
Panhandlers aren't eating up yet.
Yeah. Your phone doesn't ring. You know, nobody's asking anything of you. But if you're not a morning person, you are certainly not alone. There's this study that just came out that found that 7:23 a.m. for most people is the most stressful time of day. 7:23.
7:23.
Now, the average person, Maria, experiences an average of 3 dramas a day. 3 dramas a day.
Only 3?
Women have their first drama around 7:50 a.m. Men seem to maintain their peace a little later, 8:43 a.m. Let's see. What's my first drama?
Okay, I'm going to guess. Men's first drama is probably something in traffic in their commute on the way to work.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the closest thing I get to a morning drama is I get this email update of what's coming in my mail every day. I get that thing from the post office. They scan the images of what you're going to get in your mailbox. And sometimes I'll see something in there and I'm like, oh, what is this? And I think about that for a little bit. I guess that's as close as I get to morning drama, truthfully.
I think this is so terrible, but I think women's first drama probably has to do something with their hair or makeup or outfit. Like your hair's not flipping the right way or doing something, and you've tried, like, here, let me put a curling iron in it or a bobby pin in it or something, and it's not working, and you're like, ugh! You throw your hands up and you make a ponytail and go to work.
let's get back to the talk that will keep you talking. This is the host with the most, Toddcast, with Todd Newton.
Maria, you know that saying, don't knock it till you try it? Like, if you've got something you enjoy and others might find it strange, you're like, wait a minute, no, don't put it down until you've tried. Yeah. Does one come to mind? I've got one that comes to mind right out of the gate.
Oh, I'm going to hear this.
Okay, this used to be I don't do this so much anymore, but when I was single, I used to go to movies or out to dinner, like to a sit-down restaurant by myself, and I enjoyed it. And people would always say, oh my God, aren't you lonely? Aren't you embarrassed? I'm like, no, try it. Try to go. If there's a restaurant you've been wanting to go to and you couldn't get a reservation, or every time you and your significant other go there and it's crowded, try going by yourself. Watch what happens. You're going to get a seat at the bar. They're going to find room for you.
Yes, they will.
Or a movie theater.
They will.
Movie theater, if you and your partner spend, I don't know, $45, $50 at a movie, that movie's a lot more enjoyable if you're only spending $25, Sure
is. And I agree with you about the movie thing, because sometimes you want to see a movie that your spouse or friends don't want to see.
Yeah.
But you want to go to the theater and not have somebody complaining the whole time about how you dragged them to this movie and where are we going after?
Yeah. You're right.
For me, I still remember the first movie I went to see by myself. It was Point Break with Patrick Swayze.
Uh-huh.
Because I knew my friends would clown me if I was going to see a Patrick Swayze movie. And I loved
Keanu Reeves, too?
And every now and then, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. It was a doubleheader that I loved then and I love now.
I saw a cool video of Keanu Reeves. He was on a subway in New York, and he was just riding the subway, and somebody recognized him. Most people didn't, because he was just regular guying it, But
right.
Somebody recognized him and just started kind of slyly videoing with the phone. And he was just sitting there. He was riding the subway. A woman got on the subway. He stood up so that she could have his seat. And nobody said anything because they didn't think it was Keanu. Nobody, you're not expecting to see
Even
Keanu
if
Reeves.
Think it's him, right? You would go, no, it's not really him. He wouldn't be riding the subway.
Right. But don't knock it till you try it. And if you've got a couple of these, send them to us on our Facebook page. Here's another one. A shot of whiskey chased by kosher dill pickle juice.
Ooh, I've never done that, but whiskey and cookies goes together good.
Whiskey and cookies?
Whiskey and chocolate chip cookies.
Oh,
try it.
I will try it. I ain't going to knock that. I'll try that. How about this one? Sleeping naked. Some people have never done that. I used to sleep naked all the time. I don't do it anymore because I have this fear of dying in my sleep, and I don't want to be found buck naked, So I'd rather be found wearing these stupid Walmart pajama bottoms than found naked. But what about here's one. Grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Oh, I would try that.
I'm not a PB&J person, but I think if you were, it'd probably be good.
I would try that and slide a little banana in there, maybe, just for good measure. Yes.
All right, Elvis.
Yeah. Listen, he say what you will about the man. He certainly knew how to eat. There's no denying that.
He was the king.
He knew two things: ladies and good eating. That's the thing. What's your best don't knock it till you try it? Maria and I are waiting for you. Send it to us over on our Facebook page, if you please.
Thank you for keeping the art of conversation alive. For more Todd, visit toddnewtononline.com. And don't forget to rate and review the show today. The Host with the Most Toddcast is produced by the Host with the Most, LLC. All rights reserved.